Hey everybody, and welcome back to Bar Run Forge. It's Troy and it's another Tech Talk, and today we're going to talk about wireless microphones. Stick around. In the past we've done a Tech Talk video about our wireless microphone setup, and what we're going to do today is do some comparisons. We're going to talk about the use of wireless microphones, also while using a cell phone or any other kind of digital camera or whatever camera you're using. To have some options for wireless microphones and the things that we use. So what we're going to do today is do some comparisons. We'll do some with just, say for example, the camera or your cell phone. If you're using that, we'll compare to the new wireless microphones we've purchased, and we'll go back to the old microphones we've purchased in the past and been using, and we'll make those comparisons. So let's start. We have recently purchased a new wireless microphone system here for the shop, and this one in particular is the Comica. I've heard it called a bunch of different things, but this is a single receiver with dual transmitters coming to it. So I'm actually currently using the one with the lapel, and it's basically, it goes to one of the transmitters. It's plugged in. It's got a really nice clip that goes in it, so it kind of locks in when you plug it in. And it has the option also for just being handheld like this with the little fuzzy on top of it and the microphone up on top. These are really simple, light, compact, but they also seem to be pretty stout, pretty sturdy. They come with some plugs, some adapters, things like that. The one thing they don't come with is a direct adapter or like a dongle if you're using for your cell phone. Particularly with us, we use our iPhone a lot, which is actually what we're being recorded on right now. So what we're being recorded on right now is our iPhone with the dongle connected to the receiver for the Comica and the wireless lapel microphone. So we're going to do some comparisons with this, and then we'll switch over to this unit, and then we'll show you some other things as well as no microphone at all, and then we'll go back and look at what it's like to use our old microphone system. So this particular test is just with the iPhone at a distance of about 3.5 to 4 feet away, sitting in the chair. And so what this should pick up is anything in the room right now. And right now there's a fan that's actually blowing on our heater, so you're probably hearing the fan, you're hearing my voice, and any other noise that happens here in the shop. It does pick up pretty well, and we're pretty pleased with that, and you can record like that with no problem. But if we're at a distance or we're working at the anvil, it does have its limitations. All right, now this test is with our old system, the Kimafun, and we've had this for some time now. We switched over to the headset version of this. This was handy when I was at the anvil or we were moving around a great deal. Sometimes with the lapel mics, it kind of rustles around on your shirt when we're beating and banging and moving around. So the headset has come in very handy. The issue that we have run into with the Kimafun with the headset is that you can hear everything that's in this vicinity. For example, if I'm breathing heavy, working hard on something, it often will pick that up here in the microphone. But this has been a very handy piece for us. Now, the Kimafun set came in at about $39, and that was for one receiver and 2 transmitters as well, but they are single. So in other words, you can only hook up one microphone and sync it to the receiver. So one transmitter going to one receiver, and that's it. We've really been impressed. If you want a budget option to get into the wireless set of things, and we do have to use the dongle and a special adapter for your iPhone or for many of the other cell phones if you're doing it that way. If you're going straight to a camera, it's a direct plug-in, small transmitter, just plugs right in with a 3.5 millimeter jack, and you're good to go. One of the restrictions that you'll find with these and some of the others, has to do with the frequency. This is 2.4 gigahertz, and the reason why that's an issue is that's the same thing as many of your wireless phones in your house. So if there is any kind of interference in your area, if you have a backyard shop and you have neighbors around that have wireless phones in their house, there is a possibility that you're going to get some interference. We're way out here in the middle of nowhere, out in the shop, so we've had no issue with interference on that. So again, at $39, great option. We're back now on the Comica lapel microphone, and you can kind of get the comparison. It shouldn't be a massive difference, but it is a difference nonetheless. This is a good quality microphone. Now, there are a couple in this range, in this category, that are pretty good microphones. So in comparison, price-wise, you know, the Kimafun came in at about $40. We'll put a link in the description for that. So if you want to go with that route, this system was a little bit more expensive. We paid a little bit less than what they currently sell for. They're currently going for about $160. Again, we'll put a link down in the description so that if you want to go out and purchase those things, you can. We've been very pleased with this system. Price-wise, yes, you're going to spend about $100 more or so for these systems that are a little bit nicer and have a few more features. One of the features that this system has is that it is a single transmitter, but you can hook up two microphones or receive two microphones transmitting to the same receiver.
Which means I can talk on the same signal that is going to the phone right now and not get interference from him. And if we're farther apart or away from each other, they can still pick up our voices clearly and easily, and it's a different signal going into the same receiver.
So it has a stereo and a mono channel, and that helps tremendously when it comes to editing. It comes very, very handy for when we're mounting this on our phone. We have a case that has a cold shoe on it. We mount that transmitter on there. We don't have to worry about falling off. And he and I can be in two different parts of the shop and still be being received by the receiver. And at the same time, we can also do interviews and things like that. Kind of like what we're doing right now.
Absolutely. If we had a guest coming over and we had them in two separate parts of the shop or two different parts where we were doing an interview but wanted to have them in the same live stream or video, for example, it would make it a whole lot easier for me when I'm doing video editing or handling the live stream to be able to get both signals, differentiate from that. And for somebody who talks a little louder and somebody who talks a little softer, I can mess with the mix and make sure that the voice is coming in clearly and loudly enough. That way I can make the stream sound good and the quality is still going to come in the same.
The other thing we can talk about in comparison is battery life. That is an important thing. You know, we do live streams here at Bar Run Forge. We also do videos of things we forge that take time. We're sometimes out in the pieces of equipment. We're out there for hours. So battery life is important. The only thing that we will say is that the Kimafun did not have an extended battery life. When it comes to the Comica, we have done live streams, long videos. We've done a lot of stuff here in the shop, and both the receiver and the transmitter, after like a 2-hour live stream, we've seen little to no reduction in the battery. In other words, the battery life has got to be hours. We haven't really put it to the test, but you know, we do a 2-hour live stream plus, and we've never even seen the battery number go down any at all during a 2-hour live stream. So I'm imagining we can go 2-3 hours or more in battery life, which means if we're doing other things here on the farm or in the shop, that we really don't have to worry a whole lot about that. Again, we've got two transmitters, so you know, that should be a very positive thing. So battery life, definite plus on the Comica. That completes our tech talk for today. I just want to tell you that we are very, very pleased with this Comica set. Again, these are very, very handy. We also have the lapel set up for this. Great set, pretty decent price. We were very pleased with it. You can go higher, you can go lower. We have no complaints, really, to be quite honest with you, with the Kimafun, other than just that signal thing. The big advantage we have with these is the dual receiver and the dual transmitter. Man, what a setup that is. That helps us tremendously here in the shop. We're just continuing to try to increase our quality in the audio and the video here at Bar Run Forge. We're so thankful for every time you come in and watch our videos. We're thankful that you're just a part of our journey. Would you make sure that you go through, like, share, subscribe, hit that reminder bell so you're reminded every single time that we have a video coming out. Thank you guys so much. God bless, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care.